seen this?
He looks just like you.
Impossible. You're a colorful bunch.
Excuse me? Why do you look like me?
I don't look like you. You look like me. Why do you look like me?
Hey, you know what? I'll ask the questions, new Hedgehog. Who are you? Why do you look like me?
This is a waste of time. Walk away before you get hurt.
It flicked. Welcome to Flick the Script podcast. This is episode 9. My name is Derek Mitchell. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Hope everyone is having a great day today or a great night, depending on when you're listening to this podcast. Today we're going to talk about the movie Sonic the Hedgehog 3. The runtime on this one is 1 hour and 50 minutes. Directed by Jeff Fowler. Starring Jim Carrey, Ben Schwartz, Krysten Ritter, Keanu Reeves, Natasha Rothwell, and a few other talented actors and actresses as well. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. First off, I want to say my expectations for this one were based on the previous two. I enjoyed the previous two Sonic films. They were fun. I like the cinematography. Storyline is pretty great. Overall, like I said, it's a good standard family movie. With this one, it was the same thing. It was an adventure. Cinematography was good. I enjoyed the humor. And speaking of humor, just seeing Jim Carrey to me is just always good. I always enjoy seeing Jim Carrey on film. I am a Jim Carrey fan. So seeing him and him being him is good to see. He still has that kind of 90s kind of humor, I guess you could say. And again, that's just his style, so it's good seeing him as Robotnik. I thought that was great. I thought that was great casting overall to see him as Robotnik. And this one, in this Sonic 3, we are introduced to Shadow. Shadow is the nemesis of Sonic, and he is voiced by Keanu Reeves. And I thought that was pretty cool how we were introduced to him. He's partnered up with Dr. Robotnik's grandpa. Again, I don't want to spoil too much for you guys, but he is partnered up with Dr. Robotnik's grandpa, which leads to Dr. Robotnik and Sonic and the crew teaming up together to, fight against them. As I was watching this movie, I was like, again, it was pretty much at the same level as the other two that I've seen. As far as the humor, had a few funny lines, I guess you could say. It wasn't like just funny all the way through, even though there was like a few like corny lines that were being thrown out. It wasn't really funny all the way through. But it is a good family movie, a good movie to go take the family to go see, take the kids to go see overall. So if you're looking for that, then that's what it is. It's a good movie for that. If I had to go ahead and rate this one on a scale of 1 through 10, I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it a 5, a good solid 5, just because I did enjoy it, but it just was a little overhyped. It felt a little overhyped based off the advertising and everything like that. Before I went into watching it, it seemed like it was just everywhere, and it was like a little overhyped with it. But it wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't like a movie where I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go see it again. It's kind of like a one and done for me. But like I said, if you're looking for a good family movie, it has a lot of action, It gets started off right away with the action. Sonic is a classic character. So if it has that nostalgia effect to it. So if you haven't seen the other two, I recommend you go see the other two. And then check this one out as well. Like overall, it's a great franchise. It's not a bad franchise. It's a great franchise. All three of them. It's just, to me, it just wasn't. It was just a little overhyped, and it was just good. It was just good to me, just good. But the franchise together, with all three of them together as a collective, it's pretty great. I like what they did with the Sonic character, the Sonic movies. So once again, this is Sonic the Hedgehog 3. When you get a chance, go check it out. I have it rated at a 5 on a scale of 1 through 10. Go check it out, so you can, decide for yourself what you think. And once again, this is Derek Mitchell, Flick the Script Podcast. This is episode 9. Tune in for episode 10 on the way, and I will see you then.